I'm going to give you an idea of how mind creates our experience of life and how it is important to focus intentionally on what it is that we desire, or else we just kind of end up wherever we end up by default. Mindset matters. I want you to let that sink into your body for a moment. Now, self hypnosis is a fantastic way of changing our state, our identity, and rewiring old limiting beliefs to live more of the life we desire to live. Now, in order to show you how to do that effectively, I'm going to draw a diagram and I'm going to give you an opportunity to do a little exercise. So here we go. Yeah, I think you can see this whiteboard. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of moments to get a piece of paper and draw out 9 dots. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dots, just like this. Wait for a moment while you do this. And then I'm going to give you an instruction. Okay, the instruction is to connect all 9 dots with 4 straight lines. Do not pick up your pen or pencil. Do not retrace. 4 continuous straight lines. Connect all 9 dots. Give you about a minute to do that. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Now, right about now, you probably tried once, maybe twice. Maybe you're getting a little bit frustrated. Maybe you're thinking, is this really even possible, Christian? Can I even do this? Yes, connect all 9 dots. 4 continuous straight lines. Do not pick up your pen or pencil. Do not retrace. Okay, here's how you do it. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 9 dots, 4 continuous straight lines. I did not say that you could not go outside the dots. I did not say that you could not color outside the lines. That is a self-imposed limitation. Probably comes from early childhood when we were learning how to color inside the lines. Right? So this comes from patterning. This comes from response to environment. And when our response to environment is limiting, we then limit our quality of life. And every time we perceive a similar situation or circumstance, we revert to this old pattern of, I got to stay inside the lines because that is where it is safe. What I'm here to tell you is that you don't have to live that way. You do not have to live that way. As a matter of fact, you can change that, kind of like updating an application on the smartphone. Would it be okay to do that and talk about how we do that? Here we go. Give me a moment. Now, this is a model of the mind, the Zimmerman-Sierra results model. And this is what I use to teach how and why hypnotherapy and reprogramming subconscious mind creates results. Now, as you can see by the model, there's a conscious mind, there's a subconscious mind, and a superconscious mind. When we balance all 3 of these minds towards a goal, towards a result that we desire, we create tremendous power. But here's the challenge. The challenge is that sensitizing events in our life, in the presence of authority figures, peer groups, highly emotional situations, things that happen repetitively, or even in a hypnotic state, or when we agree to something that otherwise we know is not in our best interest, when we develop a maladapted stay inside the lines coloring strategy in situations such as these, we limit ourselves. Our conscious mind perceives environment as being similar to old patterning, which activates in our subconscious mind an old negative response pattern, an old negative response. Hey, I've got to do it this way. I've got to color inside the lines. And the superconscious mind, the I am that I think that I am, is going to create a result that matches this old limiting belief. So what we want to do, folks, is we want to update this kind of like we're updating an application on a smartphone. So we use hypnosis, self-hypnosis as a positive event to develop positive beliefs, positive emotions, positive behaviors to get the new result that we desire. We gather all of this up. relax the barrier between the conscious and the subconscious mind, deliver these ideas straight into the subconscious so we have more positive things going on and we get the positive result that we want. Now, it sounds really simple and it sounds really easy. Yes, well, in theory it is, and in practice it is. It's developing the consistent approach to doing so. That's where we thrive and succeed. And it's not based on willpower. It's based on a decision to update an application, kind of like updating an application on the smartphone. And folks, you can do that. And self-hypnosis is the perfect way to do that. It's a perfect way to do that because we decide what it is that we desire, focus on it intuitively, consistently, and purposefully, day in and day out. Then all of a sudden we start to change our experience of life because our experience of life is really our dominant thoughts manifesting. So what would your life be like if you decided, hey, I'm going to live more of the life that I desire. I'm going to live more into my identity. I'm going to live more of who I am meant to be, as opposed to coloring inside the lines. How would your life be different if you did that? What I'm here to tell you is that you can do that, and you can do that in a positive, powerful way. Now, I'm going to be doing an intro to self-hypnosis for goal achievement. And in that goal achievement, you are going to learn how to do something special. You're going to learn how to do something very powerful. You're going to learn how to, if you desire to, you're going to learn how to create a program that addresses your ideal client avatar, that calms your nervous system so that you can live the life you desire, serving humanity at the highest level, while living the lifestyle you choose. And the question is what would you need to believe is true about yourself in order to be able to do that? What do you need to believe is true about you? What is the truth about you? What is that truth? That's what we're going to explore in the self-hypnosis for goal setting workshop. What I can tell you is that you don't have to color inside the lines. You don't have to continue playing small. You don't have to keep withdrawing. You, in fact, can live a life that is more in alignment with your hopes and your dreams. You have the ability to do that. We all do. It comes down to what do I need to believe is true about myself in order to live that life? I know that you've all had glimpses of this, and if this is resonating with you, trust that feeling, trust your gut. Details for this workshop are coming up. It's going to be in early December 2025. And I look forward to seeing you there. Let that sink into your body.